My name is Etienne, and I'm going to do a quick tour of AppDB.Studio, which is kind of a resharper for SQL Server databases. What makes AppDB.Studio different is that it's the first database design tool built specifically for application developers, and requires only minimal SQL skill set to use. So here we'll walk through a concrete example of creating a couple of tables according to your naming conventions, and we'll also apply some popular design patterns. Once the AppDB.Studio extension is installed in Management Studio, you'll notice a new docked form displaying metrics for the currently selected database. To create our tables, we want to first navigate to the Conventions menu to review and choose the naming conventions and design patterns we want to systematically apply to our database. These settings are automatically shared between all users of AppDB.Studio in your team. Here we'll mostly use default naming conventions, but let's change the table naming convention to include a TBL prefix. We also can apply certain design patterns to automatically add predefined sets of columns to the tables we'll create. In this case, we'll select Auditing and Soft Delete columns. Before we start creating tables, it's a good practice to create a save point in the Tools menu, in case we change our mind later on and want to quickly roll back our changes. We're now ready to create our tables. In the Templates menu, we can select which type of table we want to create. So let's create a simple entity table named Employee. If we look at the generated script, we see that all our naming conventions are applied and the design patterns we selected are applied as well. Let's run that script. Now say we want to add an employee type table. This time we'll use the template for reference tables, which are tables that contain system data for your application. Let's select employee as the base table and employee type as the logical name. Once the script is generated, notice that the correctly named foreign key constraints and indexes are also created for you. Let's run that script also. The employee type table is now empty, so let's use the data template to script the creation of our actual employee types. Here we'll add manager and programmer, and then run the script. We now have created two tables according to industry best practices without doing much SQL. AppDB.Studio also has some refactoring tools. For example, we could use Move Objects to Schema to move our newly created tables to another schema. Let's do that. Last but not least, we offer a powerful repair and diagnostics tool to automatically fix conventions and design issues. In one generated script, the tool can fix for the whole database issues like missing constraints or design patterns, and rename database objects according to your new naming conventions. And with that, we'll wrap up. The product has a lot more features and is currently in private beta. If you'd like to check it out, please visit the AppDB.Studio website and you can sign up. Thanks!